Manchin previously held the line, but now he's doing exactly what he said he would not do. He has now folded to the far-left climate cult that represents his party. Here with reaction, Fox News contributors Jason Chaffetz and Charlie Hurt. Congressman, we start with you. Get your take on this. I really believed Manchin understood that what the Democrats were proposing would hurt his state in particular. I was pretty shocked to hear he's going along with the Build Back Broke New Green Deal madness, but he is.
He is, and this is what's shocking. You know, Manchin was put up there as the one person who is with Kyrsten Sinema that was holding back the dam. But to the good people of West Virginia, you got snookered. You got taken to the cleaners because this week alone, just this week, he has recklessly added more spending, more than $700 billion in more spending. Is that going to help you at the gas tank? Is that going to help you with inflation? No. And he raised taxes on everybody's going to feel that in West Virginia. And the coal industry also got a tax increase. So good luck going back and explaining that. Shelley Moore Capito, she got it right. But Joe Manchin, don't believe that he thinks he stands on principle. He raises taxes, spends like a Democrat, and the people of this country are going to pay the price, especially there in West Virginia. I am so disappointed in this guy. He talks a good game, but then when the push comes to shove, he just folds like a house of cards.
You know, Charlie, as I look at this objectively, I just cannot wrap my mind around the idea without any real alternative. They say, well, we'll be energy independent with renewables. We don't have that technology or capacity, and we won't for the next 10 to 20 years at a minimum. But it's okay to import oil from countries that hate us, give up energy independence. Right. It would be better for national security, high-paying career jobs. We literally would be back to $2 a gallon gasoline. And we could be the biggest producer of energy and bail out Western Europe and their energy needs and become the wealthiest country on earth and pay next to no taxes. Why wouldn't they even consider that plan in the interim while they're building their, quote, renewables?
Well, I got to tell you, I didn't think it was possible to screw up the economy any worse than the Biden administration and Democrats already had in less than 2 years. And yet here we are. They've managed to find a new way to make it even worse. And, you know, of course, you know, Pete Buttigieg tells people who complain about $6 a gallon gasoline, we'll just go buy an electric car. And he doesn't seem to care that an electric car costs $66,000. But under this bill, it's going to cost you $62,000 instead of $66,000. It's absolutely insane. And it's also a massive lie. The idea that they're calling it the Inflation Reduction Act, this includes $400 billion in government spending, which of course is not going to help any average American, but it is going to make inflation even worse. And Joe Manchin, he does not face voters this year. It's
Solyndra on steroids in the middle of a recession. It's
exactly.
Dumber than dumb. I mean, if it's possible to screw up the economy anymore, this will do it. Even Manchin said it, and even Obama said it. You don't raise taxes in the middle of a recession. Exactly what they're doing. And, of course, it's going to do nothing to lower the price at the pump for Americans. And every product at every store that gets there by a truck that's paying a lot more for diesel costs all of us more because that cost gets passed on to us. I don't know. I don't see how this ends well.
And that truck driver is not getting a pay raise out of this.
Yeah, great point. All right, thank you both. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.